there. I apologize for being a bit late. I think I messed up. I think we should be okay now. Um, we have Lewis in at the top of the comments list from YouTube, but I think I was talking to myself for a while. I think I'd pressed the wrong button and we weren't live. But I think we should be now. I'm going to head over to Facebook because we should be streaming live in YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to head over to Facebook now and check that things are working there as they should be. So I'm looking for the We Share Abundance Publicly group, and the 15th of April. So far, so good. Yeah, it was my mistake. I apologize for being a few minutes. I was talking away there and I hadn't pressed the right button, so I was talking to myself. So we've got Peter Kingston in from Kettering in the UK in the comments in Facebook. There is, I'm not sure whether it's still ongoing. I had to leave it about 20 minutes or so ago, the Saturday broadcast from Abazoo. Abazoo is one of the multiple income streams that we support, and Abazoo has been very good to us. But they had their broadcast. I think it's probably just about finished now, so we might get people coming in from that. We've got Richard Atkins in from Devon, UK, and we've got Deborah Nichols in from Southern Alabama, USA. We're going to get started in just a second now with a short prayer, and that's followed by a little affirmation. The prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. And the affirmation is there because we are a non-separatist organization. What that means is we don't recognize superficial differences. It doesn't matter what continent you're from, what country, what color, class, creed, background, educational level, gender, financial status. We don't recognize any of that. We just see everybody as human beings. We recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to everybody else. And so we have a little affirmation that helps us with that as well. The little prayer we're going to start now, we've got Kingsley in from Manchester. The little prayer we're going to start now is to help you find true happiness. You can't buy that, no way. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, it won't necessarily make you happy. True happiness is only found in loving service to others. You will get short-term pleasure from buying things that you've decided you wanted, whether it's a new house or an aeroplane or a boat or a car or a teddy bear feed, whatever it may be. Yeah, you'll get some short-term pleasure for it, but long-term, true, lasting happiness only comes through loving service to others. So let's get started with that little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member, that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, and the little affirmation we have goes like this. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. And we ask you, Heavenly Father, that your kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. And my dog popped in, but he's laying down there now. Okay, so we won't disturb him. I know some of you like to see him. He likes to put in an appearance now and again, but he's lying down quietly. So we'll leave him. We'll leave him lying down. Okay. With it being a weekend, there's no development going on. I did have a quick look at the tickets just now, and I see that there is one from Mr. Richard actually, who's in here, and I've just checked that, and he's quite right. It's not carrying the coupon code for him. So I have contacted Deviani. She will attend to it, I'm sure, once she gets the message, even though she doesn't work Saturday and Sunday. It's not development as such. Well, it is. I mean, it's all to do with development, but there's something that is amiss there because it should be carrying that code. I think I know what the cause is, but we'll leave it to Deviani to make sure. Okay, so that will be attended to. Um, but thanks for your feedback, Richard. I don't think it will affect everyone. I think that it's a special instance. I've not had time to check on that, but I think if it's the reason that I think it is, then it will only affect a handful of people. But we need to get it put right. Okay, so we will be doing that. Nothing else happening on the development. There are things that I've had to do to get information to Caleb O'Dowd's team, but they won't be working on it this weekend. They won't sort of get it in action it till Monday anyway. And that is for them to get access to the account for Facebook advertising, our account for Facebook advertising. They're going to set it all up and they're going to run the campaigns. So it's getting exciting. We have also had a few more people buying shares, not many. I think we've had 8 people in total that have bought shares for the Fun Miracles website. It's going to be a site, trivia games where you can play free and just enjoy yourself, where you can get involved at a tiny cost, and you're pretty much guaranteed to make money from your tiny cost. It's $2. You're pretty much guaranteed to come out of that $2 with a profit. But you can also, if you win a number of games on the spin, consecutively, if you win 7 games consecutively, it's well over $30,000 that you win in prize money. But you win at every stage, but you just don't win as much. It starts off very small. I can't remember what the winning is for the first game. Probably only about 50 cents or something like that at the first level, and then it goes up and up and up and up. Okay. The games don't get any harder. They're exactly the same. It's the same game that you play. It's just that as you win one round, you're eligible for the next round. You can still play in the original round as well and get more eligibility for more games in the second round and so on. But it's a real good opportunity. The shares there are selling for $100 at the moment. We are very, very close to placing the order. Is that the right word? I suppose. Entering into the contract for the development of the game. The game itself is simple, but we have to have access to millions of trivia questions because we're going to have millions of people playing. And that is where it gets more complicated because we don't want to be duplicating questions. We don't want people saying, "Oh, I've seen that question before," and writing them down and this sort of thing. So every time somebody plays, it will be a totally different set of questions. It's a little bit the luck of the draw what the questions are. You may get questions that you know the answer to. You might be good on politics and geography and sport, and you might get all your questions might be on those 3 subjects, but you might be really bad on those and be good on cooking and gardening and current affairs or something like that. And So struggle a little bit with that set of questions, but you might play another game where all your questions crop up. So there's a little bit of luck involved in it, but there's also, um, of course, a lot of general knowledge. So how good are you at trivia? How wide is your general knowledge? So that's going to be fun. Um, Deborah says her internet's going in and out today. I'm going to try and catch the replay later. Okay, Deborah, thank you for being here anyway. We've got Buzina in as well from Edinburgh in Scotland. Um, so there's not a lot actually to inform you about today. While you're here, I want to remind you are uh, if you have an account with Vortic United, they will have transferred your earnings for the week today into your wallet. Now you can do what you want with those. If you've got over $10, you can withdraw your earnings, but you've got to get your request in before 11 p.m. tomorrow, London time, and then it will be paid on Monday. If you have $50 or more, I mean, you can still withdraw it if you want, but it would be wiser to buy an additional portfolio and compound your earnings. You want to compound as much as you possibly can in the early days, and it will pay you huge dividends. In a year's time, you'll be able to draw much more regularly and still have an increasing income. But the more you draw out, the longer it's going to take you to get to that stage, to get to that level. So try and have that patience and persistence to every time you can accumulate sufficient to buy another portfolio, and that way you'll be setting yourself up for um, a really good income in about 12 months' time. It depends on how much money you put in to start with, of course. If you put in $10,000, like some people do, or more, then of course you will be seeing huge results much faster. For example, a 10,000 deposit in Vortic, you can retire in 34 weeks, initially on 5,000 a month, but it very quickly becomes 10,000 a month, and it very quickly becomes 20,000 a month. And I think that all happens either within the first 12 months or not much longer. So it's very powerful. And what I like about Vortic is I feel it's really safe and secure. You can sleep well at night knowing you're not going to get ripped off, which is debatable with most programs. Is it 100% safe? No, nothing is 100% safe. But as opportunities go online and investment and marketing, I believe Vortic is as close as you can get to being safe. Okay. We have other plans as well, of course. AAS is suspended for 30 days while they make major upgrades in their back end. I was a little bit concerned about that yesterday, as I've seen more from Jason Michael, who is the founder and CEO. I'm less concerned, and I believe they will be back in 29 days now or thereabouts, and making everybody money again. But we've just got to sit and wait patiently. I know that in the Double Up program, there are still a lot of people that are waiting for their payments to come out. Fortunately, our We Share Abundance account is all paid up to date. We are paid everything that we are due so far. I think we have three investments in there, and one of them is fully paid, and I think the other two are they've been paid for 3 weeks, and they're not due until sometime next week for the final payment. But I know there are a lot of people waiting for payments. I think, and this is only me, my reading of the situation, I think that during the coming week, things will be brought up to date. But I wouldn't be too confident about putting in a lot of cash in the future. If you're working with their money, it doesn't matter so much. But even so, let's suppose you put in $100 and you've got your $200 out. You put in $100, and what I would do is I would take out $50, your first payment, and then when you've got your second, third, and fourth payment, the $150, I would reinvest that. So you're making your $50. Make your first payment your pocket money, if you like. So your $150 would go in, increasing your returns, and you'd be getting $75 a week. So that next 4-week cycle, take the first $75 out and put that in your pocket, and then you would have $225 to put in the following week, and you'd be making $100 a week. And so that's what I would recommend. I would recommend a bit of caution with it, based on what we've seen. It may get better, it may get worse. We don't know. But I think I have a feeling that during the next week, the payments and things will be brought up to date. I can't promise that. I have no inside information on it. It's just a gut feeling I have. We'll have to wait and see. CoinMarketBull is doing really well. That's going really well. I think we're over $1,000 in there now. We started with $200. I can't remember the date. I've got a feeling it was the 30th of March, but don't hold me to ransom on that. But it's done really well in a short period of time. Most of it is income that we've earned and reinvested, but there are some referral income as well in that, commissions, that we've also reinvested. We've not taken anything out, so we are in fact still $200 at risk, if you like, in CoinMarketBull, but we have over $1,000 in there, and it's building up nicely. And I think for the risk of $200, we can let it build a bit more until we're getting some decent daily returns, and then we can get our 200 out, and then maybe start pulling out a little bit extra every week. But we'll let it go for a moment. We're only at risk for $200 there, so it's not too bad. And that's, as I say, it's going really well. It's a good program, CoinMarketBull. We are, of course, in funds. It's going steadily. I think I think our total income is about $8,000 so far in that. That's on top of our investment. But we won't benefit from that until we've completed 12 months, which I think it's either the end of May or the beginning of June. I can't remember the exact dates. I will check on it as we get nearer the time. I know it's May or June. And then we'll have got a year, and most of that will be withdrawable at that time. Some of it won't be, because as you reinvest in there, that's locked in for 9 months, your reinvestment. But some of it will be available, and we'll be able to get dividends out for the people that are in the little group we put together to get invested in funds. Beyond Infinity, it's a waiting game, and still going all right. We've not seen much growth there. I think most of the people that joined are happy to just sit back with a $15 deposit and wait for 5 years and hope that it does what it says, for $15. If it works, well, that's great. You'll be making a lot of money totally passively, but you have to wait for it. And I think most of the members are happy to just sit back and wait for that. It won't take anything like that long for the We Share Abundance account, our main account there. I think it's down to around about 6 months now. Okay. That's enough, Cody. I don't know what it is, but he's gone. Maybe somebody knocking at the door. Okay, so that's can't remember which one I was talking about now, but they're going pretty well. As I say, the AAS program is suspended. I believe, once again, it's just a gut feeling. I have no inside information on it. I believe it will be back in around about the 15th of next month. Double up, I'm less sure about, but I think we'll see it sorted out in the next week or so. But go forward with caution. The new program as well in the TIX. I can never remember what it's called. That once again is going quite well. It's something that is probably the easiest thing I've ever promoted because it's totally free and you get paid. Okay, it's only 5 cents for everybody that you get paid, but not done anything really special about it. I've sent out a few emails and told you about it on here and things, but we've got over 700 members in there, so it adds up, in your at 5 cents, and anybody that chooses to upgrade, which if you can afford, to risk, and it is a risk. Everything that you do is a risk in business. Risk some cash to get passive income from it as well. They give you $25 that you can invest, but you only get just under 1% a day on that $25. If you add 125 to it, so you make it a $150 deposit, then you are earning 2.5% a day, which is a huge increase and a really good return. And the time span is less. I think it's only 25 days. If you're at that bottom level under 150, it's a 45-day sort of contract. So at the end of 25 days, you get your 150 back plus your income on that for 150 or more. 1,000, it goes up again. I can't remember what the rate is for that, and 2,000 is the top rate, and that is 4.2%. I remember that a day, which is huge, and that's only for 10 days. So you put 2,000 in, 10 days later you get your 2,000 back plus 4.2, it'd be 84, 10 days, $840. You'd have $840 profit in 10 days. It's new. How secure is it? How safe? I don't know. But the referral income, if somebody does upgrade, you get paid 15%. And those 15% payments, they pay automatically to you every day. Boom, boom, boom. And we've had about $400, I think it is now. Maybe it's over 400. I can't remember the figure. But we've had about $400 paid out automatically. We get payments every day. Sometimes it's like $10, sometimes it's 24 or 25, and you get a day where it might be more. But it keeps flowing. It looks like a good solid program, but we won't know until we've been down the line a little bit. But there's a lot of good things happening. is really what I want to say. I don't have any news on anything with it being a weekend. Havasu, I can't really go into great detail on that because it's you'd have to watch the videos and the replays anyway. But you can get into their round robin, and just in a nutshell, if you get into their round robin, you don't have to sell anything, you don't have to buy anything. Okay, but if you are a ticket holder and most of you will have been given the opportunity to get a free ticket, so you're a ticket holder. So you don't have to buy anything, you don't have to sell anything. If you are not a ticket holder, you can get a ticket for $20. And that is for a $1 billion top prize. 1 billion with a B. And there are lots of other prizes. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning a cash prize. But the important thing is, once again, if you buy that ticket, if you've got a ticket, whether you bought it or you've been given it, you can get into their round robin. And that round robin is going to be of immense value to most people in there. And I say most people in there because once again, it depends a little bit on the look of the draw, but you're going to get a large number of free entries, even if there is no cash coming your way, because everybody that's placed underneath you in that round robin, you get 15 free entries for. There are going to be 50 million tickets sold, and they estimate that half of them will not have a sponsor. They'll be orphans, and it's the orphans that go into the round robin. So what it means is 25 million ticket holders will be in the round robin, allocated to people in the round robin. There are not likely, I don't think, to be more than a couple of thousand at the absolute most. I think it's probably going to be quite a bit less people in there. So you work it out how many ticket holders you're going to get underneath you by dividing that into the 25 million or so. And you're going to get 15 free entries for those, which gives you a much higher probability of winning. If you've got 1,000 people, that's 15,000 free entries. If you've got 10,000 people, it's 150,000 free entries, and so on. But if one of those people that you've got placed under you wins one of the major prizes, you also get a cash reward. And that can be quite sizable. And as I say, you've done nothing for it. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to buy anything other than your ticket. And it could be you've got a free ticket. But you do have to attend or watch. You don't have to be on them live. The Wednesday and the Saturday informational webinars that they run till the end of this month, only to the end of this month. So there's only a couple of weeks. And you also have to post the banners that they have on their app. Not all of them, but it's up to you. You mean most people want to post them anyway. The banners so you can see they like this, and then you can post them. You've got to post, I think it's 2 banners a day to 2 different social media channels, and they have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn as potential channels that you can post to. If you do that at the end of the month, you're in the round robin, and it could potentially win you thousands of dollars. And it could increase your potential of winning that $1 billion prize immensely as well. So it's worthwhile. Have a go at it. Okay. Andrew Dean from New Zealand he says he's late, he'll watch the replay. Okay, Andrew. We're just about to finish as well because I don't have anything further to add. I don't see any questions. I'm going to check in Melanapp now. And I know Lewis is in there from YouTube. Let's see if there's anybody else that we can say hi to. Lewis is from Portugal, of course. And scrolling down. No, looks like we're done. So I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow. Don't forget if you're in Vortic um, to check and see what you can do with your income that you've earned in the last week. If you're not in Vortic, why not? You know, get in if you can. It's $50 and it's pretty safe. I can't guarantee you $50, no, but it is pretty safe, and you'll enjoy it. Um, it can be more. It's up to you, but $50 is the minimum. No monthly fees or anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to refer people. You just get paid 5 days a week. It's as simple as that. Really solid. Okay, so until tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Um, I'll be here as usual, and I'll let you know what's going on, anything else that's cropped up or what we've been able to do or solve. Until then, be WISA warriors. Get out there, help a few people, be of service to others, and make service your goal. And everything that you want in life, you will find is attracted to you. Until tomorrow, God bless. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah.